and then asked everyone to come back over to the admin building. However, we have several people that are not able to make the walk being excluded from this presentation now.
One thing, and then you got to march all the way down here. First thing you say go over here. Now we got to go all the way down here. Why are we going down the bird box?
Are they stopping or are they going to keep going?
They might walk us all the way down.
So we have a lot of people up at the top of the hill that were unable to make it down here due to ADA compliance. This was posted as an open meeting. We're wondering how those concerns will be addressed.
So we move up through the tunnel into that area.
But how do they get to be part of this?
They can join us?
They're not capable of getting here.
Why are we down this far?
This is where the tour is starting. So let's get started. Let's just go ahead and start.
You hear me? All right. So one of the items that's been brought up is the view from State Street and West Circle Drive. I've got fire and police representatives sitting at the nearest corners. One of the corners is in the road up here, but as you can see, the building is quite a ways back, set back, and not necessarily visible from the building. We are looking at trees that we can keep up here, including this one and the one next. We will do everything we can to do that, but it depends on how much grading and interference with root systems we'll have with that. Are we taking questions, Jenna?
Can't ask questions about this area?
Study session. The rules of the study session. We'll start walking up there.
I do. Attaboy. My brother was at my mother's and I stored it in replacement.
Oh, okay.
So,
What's Ron doing back in town?
he can stay over next summer while I'm going up to Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah's husband was on the ground.
Did I tell you we're going to Tampa Bay? It's September, so it's gonna be hot, but
They might. I don't know. We've got some relatives down.
it's my first time with a Verbo,
With a what?
CRBO.
Oh, okay.
So
We did one in Nashville with, I think we had 4 to 5 couples. It was pretty fun. Had a good time.
it looks really good, and it's right on the beach. So where are you going? We're going to the Viking game. We have a group that we go to an out-of-town game every year.
Okay.
And so last year we went to Lambeau. I've been there too many times, but everyone else.
As you'll see, the building
it's
corners
great.
are staked. There's a white line that connects them all. That represents the outline of the building. As you'll notice, it does protrude into the road here. One of the other goals with the project is we're going to improve the intersection of West Hills and Dunnell, so that you're not looking over your back corner, shoulder when you're making turns. That'll be more of a 90-degree interchange there, so it's a little more safer. So the road will actually kick to the north here a little bit, allowing for some room up against the building. Again, fire personnel are at the corners of the front of the building, as I noted, and basically we protrude into the hill to take advantage of the elevation change for the below grade garage. Another thing is the trees. You'll notice trees, some aren't in great condition, some are dying, in the process of dying. Those will be taken down. We will be planting new plantings with the building, and there is information in the slide deck that will show that, how that's going to be addressed. Parking lots behind the building are basically right behind the white line. There's the white line protrudes out, that's where they'll exist.
How far do they go?
We'll show that on the drawings, and the drawings are available for that.
What about the front of the building, parking lot?
No changes.
Where's that go to? How far out from the building is that?
Front of the building parking lot is where the current parking lot is. We are reusing the senior center parking lot. Yep, we can do that. We can continue walking the building line. How you doing? Okay. You got a car?
Hi, Kate. Good to see you again. Yes, yes. You used to be starting. Yeah, I work with all states. Yeah, I'm a fan of the game.
So as we come around the building edge, this is the entry.
Can't hear you.
I have a question. Where's your permit for amplified speaking? Permits are
Do
needed.
you have yours on?
We have a permit because we are supposed to have a permit.
Okay, we'll just turn it off. Go ahead, Chris.
So where I'm standing is the building entry to the new building. As you can see, we're set back from City Hall. We're more in line with the Arts Center. And the entry corresponds more to the Arts Center than it does City Hall. Again, parking lot will be reconfigured in this area for visitor parking for this. It'll actually come closer and be reconstructed. And then everything in the back here is police facilities for Sallyport. Can't use speaker.
He didn't have a permit.
Another thing to note on the roads is we'll be adding sidewalks that don't exist right now, so walking the site will be a little more accessible.
Chris, just to confirm, the parking lot's being reused?
A portion of it, but it's actually being reconstructed a little bit closer to the building.
The front door of the police station is
Pretty much right here.
square up with the art center, so it's set back from City Hall.
Correct.
And then the entrance is designed to kind of look like the art center.
Correct.
And then we have a Sally port that is that exchange or the area where you start coming in and watch all that.
That's set back.
So this is the front of the building.
Correct.
Entrance is right here.
Right around the corner.
Will the senior center parking lot be shared with Homestead, or are they getting a different lot?
Senior center parking lot on the far side will stay. The lot will still exist, so if it's available parking, it's available parking.
Amplified speaking, and they don't have the permit. So who makes it happen?
And this is just a one-story here, and then the truck under garage is where we walked up.
Correct.
And then the back and there. And there's how many trees are we taking down?
I don't have an exact number, we're still calculating that.
And so there's been apple trees conversation. Those are over there in the corner, far west side.
Correct.
The answer was 98 trees at the last meeting.
Walk to the back of the building.
Sure.
So we can see the
How are you, girl? Good to see you. We're used to someone here. Yeah. Yep. Anytime. It doesn't rain hard. It's gonna rain. But yeah.
Or is this where the little apple trees are? Is that what those are? They look like overly pruned apple trees.
No pies. Have to use the teacher voice.
Yeah. But this will all be printed. Find out.
So you're on the back side of the building. This is where the Sally port is, along with the SWAT garage and then large evidence storage. So primarily garage and drives out around the building.
Where's the property line?
Back over here.
Can you specify that any better than it over there?
We did not stake that, survey that. We just staked the building.
Why wasn't the rest staked?
Yeah.
So we got a
Because
corner
this
of
is
the
the proper image of the whole situation.
So the idea was to give a representation of the building. So where the building limits were.
so
But
corner of
we would
Sally
like
Port.
to
Corny of
see
Sally Port, SWAT
where
garage.
everything was
Sally
done.
Port is right. We're over here.
This one here, this is the additional.
What's the proposal for the property line? A fence, a berm, or nothing, or what?
It has a berm, trees.
Yep, there'll be plantings. Berm.
You do know there's a utility easement along there that you have to give room for, of about
We will
25,
plan
30
around
feet.
all of that.
Gets sweeter. So, keep walking this corner and then we can walk up. We got about
Up on the hill is people that have been excluded from the meeting because they weren't able to walk down here. This is the south side of the sledding hill.
And that sled will not be used anymore on the hill.
Accurate.
This is the last year I get to use my sled on the hill. And my grandchildren, and my children.
And all the neighbors. I see you didn't put any signs on my building.
I thought about it. But then that'd be trespassing and I didn't want to do that.
So we're standing in the staff parking lot around the corner here, the face of the building there where the garage entrance will be. There will be one on the back side here as well. We'll be relocating the drainage pond, infiltration pond further down a little bit, but that is a piped exit. So there is, if water's in there and gets to a certain level, that goes to the city system. It doesn't go to people's areas.
How much closer to my house are you moving that?
We can provide that information. I don't have that exactly measured
I
out
hope
right now.
you do, because you just keep giving me the runaround when I've asked on it many times.
You contact me, I'll get you what you.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, it's getting ridiculous.
We're still in
All of
design
this is
right now,
ridiculous.
so nothing's completely set. We're still
Well,
moving
I'm
things
just
around.
saying it's my property that you're
Yep.
putting this stuff towards, so.
Not everything has an answer to it yet until we're done with the documents.
There's already a drain down there. There's a sewer manhole cover, and then in the front there's a manhole cover from the water you've already been pushing that way, along with the culvert.
City engineering will be reviewing everything to make sure it complies with code.
Standard answers, thank you.
So let's make our way now into the council chambers for those that want to hear the presentation that we have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll try to grab that. Okay. I'll come up and grab my computer.
I have a red bag with clipboard.
Okay, you grab that. Can you take this? It should just keep it with us so we can get word of that. Fine. Oh, see me a seat next to you?
Yep.
Hurt yourself here. Get that wall.
Oh.
There's still an engineering process. How come they don't have answers? Looks to me like it's all, they got blueprints and everything.
Sure looks like a done deal. I thought we were supposed to vote on it.
Well, November 3rd.
Well, they haven't decided yet.
Oh, I think they have to.
Nope. They can either put it to a vote or they cannot bond it for the next 365 days.
Okay.
So they decide that at next council's meeting.
Not tonight.
Nope.
So you live close by here?
I live on the east side of town.
Oh, no, so do I. That still concerns me.
Yes. Anything with taxpayer funding should concern everyone.
And should be voted on.
Yes.
I mean, they're spending our money.
Exactly.
just can't believe there's no other place.
There's lots of places.
Well, I would think.
They would have to compromise on something.
To me, this is like the Indians, you know, they have their sacred grounds. This should be sacred.
Yes, I agree, as we pass the statue.
Yeah.
And in the very least, we should be having SHPO involved and environmental reviews.
Well, they kind of get caught with their pants down, but is it enough?
Let's keep urging them to put it on the ballot for November.
I mean, they should be able to use the same plant someplace else.
Possibly.
I would think.
Thank you much.
You're very welcome.
Until he's 16, I'm like 98% sure. You can ride a moped. Yeah, that's what I said, but I have a moped. He's like, no. He's got a way. So, sorry, you got a way, right? But get him a moped if he wants. Or no. Like, no, you know, you can't ride anything till you're 18. That's the new law. You tell me that. He's a big good driver, though, so.
Chad.
I'm at the Western City Council study session.
I'll take that.
They did a little tour. I don't have.
Want it right there?
I do have ours. I don't have a quorum. And wanted to let you know Harry passed away. Nothing with her injury.
Can't say I did great. Yes, here. She's okay.
Yep. They just moved to the nursing home. So everything started pretty quick. So I'll let you know. I think so. Yeah.
Not that way.
No. Probably grab it.
Oh, no, I can't. Did you see this?
Got my second funeral.
You want to see some pictures? I took a screenshot of the screenshot of the screenshot.
Yeah, my uncle passed away this morning. So I don't know. Have you seen him? That's gonna be. No, I don't know where. Valentine. First one is in there. Second one will probably girls chant.
Do you have anything in here you need? No. I just wanted to grab our duct tape. You sure wanted to
He had dementia. Yeah, so. Yeah, and he was having strokes. Yeah, so. The consultant.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
Yep.
It's the meeting after the meeting. That's what I It's a meeting.
Andrew Big
All right, it's 4:30. State session actually started at 4 o'clock with the tour. We are at our 4:30 portion, which will be a recap of the proposed police and fire facilities. With that, I turn it over to City Administrator John Tuma. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Council President Rainey. Today is a presentation, really the whole story of the police and fire journey that we've been on over the last several years. This presentation is made up of several presentations that we've done over the years. We're taking bits and pieces to make sure we can tell the full story. I have our subject experts, fire and police, with us today, along with the ICS team to help walk through this presentation. When we started this several years ago, one of our goals is to provide, let me go one slide so I don't have the clicker. Yeah, it's perfect. Our goal was to provide the background of the operations of both the challenges that police and fire have. And like I said, we're going to provide that background today to walk through each piece of it so we can answer the questions that we have heard about why the need, why the location, and why 2 facilities. And so hopefully we'll be able to answer these questions and go through each area of these as we go through. Next slide, please. So when we started this process, our goal was to build a facility that would serve the community and fill the needs of police and fire both. And to do that, managing those core services for 50 plus years. And so here today, we are presenting 2 facilities because you'll learn through the journey that we needed to go to 2 facilities versus 1. And what we have proposed from staff to the council is the cheapest option that we have that meets the needs of the operation and is the most cost effective. And to assist this project, the team had developed 8 guiding principles that the council had approved, and they are really helping us keep focused on the needs and the needs of the facility. One of them is being centrally located, and then it also is identified as serving these core functions for several decades through this facility. Next slide, please. So these 8 goals, guiding principles, is that the public safety facilities will support the health and well-being of our employees. We have a saying at City Hall that our job is to take care of our employees, so our employees can take care of our community. We also have OSHA regulations and other standards that we need to meet. We also, another guiding principle is that we will provide secure and welcoming facilities. As you'll hear today, the chief and the staff will talk about making sure that people are taken care of, not only our staff, but our victims that use our services and citizens that use our services. The next core principle is we'll manage it financially responsible. Again, we're putting together a full picture. We're not trying to sugarcoat the price, we're trying to tell you the whole price of saying what the cost of the design, the construction cost, furnishings, the whole piece to it. So this is the full package that we're seeing, and that's what we wanted to provide through our guiding principles. And we will provide a functional layout and design. Again, we are designing it for the future, but we're building it for today, but designing it for the future, so it can have that expansion growth. And that was one of our guiding principles there. And finally, 7 is that we will have a site large enough to be located in the community center area. And again, this is to ensure setbacks, to make sure the design is right for our police and fire, and it's also to be able to respond to the emergency calls. And you'll hear that today from our staff. And also, sounds small, but it's big, is to have adequate storage. Our gear is big. We have IT, we have a lot of equipment that needs storage, and the last thing we wanted to do was come back to the council to tell you that we didn't have storage. And so we want to make sure there is adequate storage in there. Next slide, please. So just giving a little bit of timeline on this process. It has not been a short process. We've been working on it for several years. It started officially in 2019 with, I should say not official, but official with a formal assessment of all of our buildings that the city owns. The city owns over 90 buildings. And with that, we wanted to rate the condition of them and then outstanding or upcoming needs. And then that was completed in 2019. In 2020, COVID hit, the plan got put on the shelf, as we all know, and worked through that challenge. And then in 21, the plan got legs again, and we started working on it with some of our council members and some of our staff actually going around and looking at our core buildings, trying to understand what's out there and rating the high priority. And in that, we created a steering committee to evaluate those core buildings. We identified this space that we're in today as being one of the highest priorities. And then we identified Merrill Hall, and then we went to the police and fire stations were the next highest. And so with this building that we're sitting in today, we remodeled it, did an addition, worked with SHPO through that process to meet the needs of the public as the people's house. Merrill Hall was identified on campus as a high need. It's not a building that serves the core operation, but because it's on the campus and because we had 2 strong partners in there, the city invested $5.2 million in updating that project. Next came the police and fire station that we had tackled, and you'll see that as we go through that, this what this presentation is on the why behind that one.